Hello, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, this is going to be our first story time. I'm going to be telling you a story about a past relationship I had. Uh, it's a lot going on, so just be prepared for to divulge in a lot of information. But, I was young, and it was just a time where I was really exploring dating, not really looking for anything serious. But let's just get into it. So, this particular relationship was, I was 19 years old, so I was very young, and I was in school, I was working, but at the time I didn't really know what I wanted to do. Didn't have no direction, no idea what it is that I really was gonna do in my life. I didn't want to have kids at the time. I didn't have nothing really that I really was focused on and driven to do. So, met this guy. We're gonna call him Greg, okay? And me and Greg started talking. Mind you, like I said, I'm 19, so young. And it was great. We hung out all the time. We chill. We would watch movies. We would go out, hang out with him. Of course, the sex was amazing, but yeah, it was just like always we were doing different things together. So everything was going well, okay, and things were going great. But he didn't really have nothing going for himself. He wasn't really working no real job. He didn't know what he wanted to do. He didn't have a degree, so he was trying to make a decision what he wanted to do with his life and how he wanted to move forward. So I noticed um, things slowly started to change here and there, but I didn't think a lot of it, you know, not until an ex of mine contacted me, and we'll call this ex Tony. Tony contacts me and said, "Hey, are you still talking to Greg?" And I said, "Yeah, me and Greg still talk. We're still together." And he says, "Oh, I have some information for you." And I said, "Okay, what kind of information you got for me?" He goes, "A friend of mine's told me that she's been talking to Greg and they've been getting pretty close. And he's been talking about, you know, taking care of her kids, and all this." I'm like, "What friend? Who you talking about?" Now, mind you, I gotta back it up. I met this friend before when I dated Tony. So I knew the girl. Not like knew her, we were friends or nothing, but I knew of her. So it was interesting. I'm like, dang, this is just small town we live in. Okay, what is this? So we start talking, and he tells me basically that you may want to talk to her about it. He's like, "But I just thought you should know," because he was like, she brought it up to me, and I was like, "Wait a minute, I think she talks to him." So he's just like, "I wanted to give you a heads up." So I'm like, "What?" I mind you, since he didn't have no direction, he decided that he was going to go to Job Corps. Back then, Job Corps was a big deal. Everybody was going. Go there, you get a trade, get your GED. It was a thing. A lot of people were doing Job Corps, so he decided he was going to Job Corps. So I remember specifically because it was like around December. It was right around close to Christmas, and he was supposed to be leaving soon to go to Job Corps. I think in like January. So I hadn't really been seeing him that much, and this and that. He claimed he was just getting ready for Job Corps. I passed it back, like I said. This isn't a guy that I was like, "Oh, I want to marry. Oh, I want to be with him. Oh, this is a dude I want to." No, this was just literally a guy that I was having fun with. I was 19. It was great, and there were things he had going on, I didn't like. Man, he smoked cigarettes, and I couldn't stand it. I've never been with a guy that smoked cigarettes before, and it made his breath stink. Uh, when I kissed him, it was like I could taste the nicotine. It was horrible. So honestly, I didn't see us having a forever future. But I expected you to at least be honest with me about what was going on. So I ended up contacting the girl, and she's telling me everything. She's telling me details, like about where they stay, about, you know, him coming over to her house, they had sex, he talking about he going to job court, and mind you, the only way she know, he had to have told him. This is way before Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that social media. So the only way that, you know, she was really gonna know, he told her or somebody they know told her, you know, because he had just made a decision that he was gonna go maybe a couple weeks before. So I was like, wow, oh, okay. So she was like, yeah, he said he gonna take care of me and my kids. He been giving her money. He been, all kind of stuff been going on. So I was like, oh, cool, bet. It's like, okay, I got an idea, you know. He's gonna wants me to come see him, and meet up with him because, you know, he gonna be leaving soon. So how about we all go see him? Now, mind you, I didn't know the girl that well. So I was like, I'm not going with her by myself. So my ex, that was also friends with her, I decided to have him tag along because I was like, I need somebody just in case. I'm 19. You know, I'm doing real ratchet stuff back then. So we go over. He's at his sister's house. She live up in the hood. We go over there, and I remember going up to the door to get him, and calling him like, hey, you know, I'm outside. He come out, and he's like, hey, what's going on, baby? You want to hug and kiss? I'm like, hey, what's going on? He's like, oh, not much. I said, oh, what you been up to? Oh, nothing. You know, just hanging out with the fam. I said, oh, really? I said, well, I got someone that want to hang out too. So I go walk up to the car. Old girl gets out the car. He like, what's this? What's this? What's going on? I said, oh, I thought you want to see your girl. You know, we having meetings, and you know, you couldn't let me know. So I figured, you know, I'll let you know that I know so that you can, you know, continue to do what you've been doing. And we can cut this out short between us. He's like, oh no, I'm not doing this. And she gets out and starts going ham on this nigga, like ham. Him and her just start arguing. Me and my ex sitting back by the car, leaned up against the car, just watching at this point. He like, oh no, y'all need to get up out of here with that. What you doing? Why would you bring her over here? I'm like, but y'all together. What's the big deal? This your girl, right? This your girl. So why do you care? So it was like him and her got to going. His sister come outside. She want to know what's going on. And like I said, me and my ex chilling by the car because she was ready to. She was turned up before we got there, but she was really turned when he started trying to downplay the situation and like didn't want to acknowledge her. So I was just like, you know what? I don't really care. You can have this, but I want to let you know what you're not gonna do is play me. I ain't the one. So I hope you have a good time at Job Corps. I hope you get what you need and take care of your family over here. All right, player? So it's like, oh, y'all gotta go. I'm gonna call the cops and all this and that. Call the cops. I'm getting in my car and get the hell out. So girl was like, you know, I'm her ride. So at this point, she's like, let me go. She's like, but nigga, fuck you up. I see you, I'm fuck you up. If I see you, I'm a da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, ooh, girl, okay. Don't do it. Don't let him get you to that point, you know. But I can understand she was upset practically so, but you know, she was a little hurt too. So it was just like, not for me. And let's just say after that, I never talked to him again. Never heard from him again. And honestly, I cannot remember his name. Like, I erased it. I erased him. I erased him from my life. So we don't have no connection, me and him. But, I hope everything worked out for him at Job Corps. Thanks for watching. If you like this story and want to continue to see more, go ahead, subscribe to my page, hit that thumbs up, and make sure you turn on that notification bell so you can continue to get more content from me. Talk to you later.